Sennheiser is one of our great CE partners that we've had now since 2017. With the partnership that we formed with Sennheiser, initially we were focused really on receiving the returns as effectively as possible from all their retail partners and managing what they call the return to vendor process, or RTV process, and providing unit level visibility to every item that was coming back so that they had more data and information to improve their product overall, to help reduce returns and manage great relationships with their retail partners. Jerome, did you want to give a little bit of background at all on Sennheiser, just in general?
Yeah, sure. For people who may not be familiar with us, we're a German-based company up in Wiedemark, which is a little bit north of Hanover in the northern part of Germany. Family-run business, been around for over 70 years, primarily focused on the headphones and headsets on the CE side. You also have the pro audio, the microphones, as well as business communications. So it's a global company. We're in about 50 countries, and an audio leader in all those areas.
Yeah, and Jerome is e-commerce manager for their North American direct sales, and he has a real focus on their digital strategy and e-commerce in general. So a little bit more about the Sennheiser partnership. The first part was in 2017, really focused on improving the receiving and processing of the returns from the retail partners. And then the second portion of the partnership, when we expanded in 2018, was focused on the remarketing side and building out better channels for them to sell their return products on secondary markets, to both learn about those markets as well as improve the recovery. And in 2018, together, we launched a Sennheiser branded Prime site on Amazon to help improve recovery and start to explore the secondary markets more. Jerome, we all know that the retail landscape has been evolving quickly the last several years. It's highly competitive. Customers are demanding more than ever, more flexibility, and they want things yesterday to come to them, and they want to be able to return it the second they get it. In some cases, if it's the wrong color or the wrong size. Along with this highly competitive market and this big growth in online retailer, there's been a real explosion in returns. Overall, there's NRF is saying that there are roughly $390 billion of returns a year in North America, and the overall return rate is about 11% now, and that's something that's growing, as we're also seeing that e-commerce return rates can double and even triple that in some cases. So as you've been seeing the shifting retail landscape, can you share with us some of the challenges that Sennheiser has faced, and particularly around returns with this?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we're a global company. We've been in business for over 70 years, and we're constantly listening and adjusting to the market demands and needs of our customers. One of the things is certainly as the online growth just continues to be a bigger part of overall retail sales year on year, the returns come with that business. So we have actively managed that and built this model, in partnership with Optoro, to really kind of scale this and provide our premium headphones and a premium experience of these almost new products across all the different marketplaces. And really, that's the challenge: is how do we kind of take this business opportunity overall, and then just say, how do we still adjust in the secondary market, which is a bit more challenging at times.
So when we first started working together, we really focused on improving both the processing side of the returns as well as increasing the profitability. What are some of the key criteria that you were really looking for to do with your consumer returns?
The first is obviously the recovery. And that was a key part of it, so the velocity that we're getting back as well, but also customer service. We were really focused on having a partner who understands us as a premium brand, much like when you go to a physical outlet store, and if it's a premium one, there's a certain level of customer experience that kind of goes with that as well. So whether it's a Nordstrom Rack or whoever that may be. And so we wanted to make sure somebody understands that when you're selling our premium headphones in particular, that there is an expectation that our customers have that kind of come with that as well. So those are some of the kind of key KPIs. But in addition, this started here in the US, but since we are a global company, we were looking for somebody to kind of grow with us in other regions. And so we partnered with Optoro with that understanding, as well as we evaluate other markets on where else we can kind of tackle this problem globally for us.
Okay. So after the launch of our joint remarketing efforts, one of the things we now can measure is that 87% of the Sennheiser returns are resellable, and with the remainder going to donation or to recycling. How's your team viewed returns as a new sales opportunity?
It's very scalable for us. So we look at it overall, one as a benchmark as to our overall A-goods and how we're doing on Sennheiser.com. And if there's any market trends that we're kind of seeing here that are different than what we're seeing overall in the marketplace, whether it's at retail or with our other .com shop that I manage. So we're looking at, what are our best-selling products? What are the segments that are performing well? Is it gaming? Is it travel? Things of that sort that help us see where the industry is going overall, and any market kind of corrections we need to take as a result of that as well. But we're also looking at, from a return side, where the source of these volumes are coming from. Is there something that we can kind of do better to kind of return that as well? So those are the key areas where we kind of take that market data and then play it back.